Hello Capricorn and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your fortnightly reading for April the 16th through to the 30th. So we're moving from Aries season into your fellow earth sign Taurus. And there is actually at the end of this month, either on the 30th or the 1st of May, there's going to be a new moon in Taurus, which is going to be a partial eclipse. So this is, excuse my squeaky chair. I just got an image of you here, Capricorn, and I just got it's very industrious. It was like you were sitting down working and it was like you were putting things together, and it was just work that needed to be done, but there was potentially just working hard at something and being very industrious. And it wasn't any sense of like being overworking or working to like not being happy about it. It was kind of industry is kind of the word industrious industry are all the words that are kind of coming out with this. So willing to put in, I feel like you're kind of happy with this work, to be honest. It's keeping you busy. There's a sense of purpose with it. It feels like it's the right thing to be doing. So it's actually a good energy to come through. So let's see what else is coming in. We've got Wand Princess, Fire Palace. So there is potentially a lot of creative ideas that are coming in. There's potentially something that is being developed with the Wand Princess. This is stepping into new domains as well. This is like kind of testing yourself, testing the market. You may not feel particularly experienced, but you might be getting some messages around your career at this moment in time, or your work, or whatever it is that you do, or some sort of creativity. So interesting energy to come through in for you already, Capricorn. We'll see what else is coming in with this. But I also just should let you know that this reading is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Rising. Always recommend to watch all three of your placements if you know where they are, because it will give you the fuller picture of what's going on for you. And just to be aware that the moon, if your moon is in Capricorn or your moon sign, will be a more subjective kind of internal energy as well. So just to be aware that each one will have a slightly different feel to it. And this is a general reading, Capricorn. Just take what feels right and leave the rest. And if it does really resonate, there will be an extended reading, and the link for that will be in the description box below. So let's get in. And with the eclipse energy, like eclipses are, they are a bit like this Wand Princess. Things come in, things come out, and suddenly you find yourself working on something unexpectedly, or it could be moments of inspiration. We'll see what else is coming through. The cards aren't jumping for you here, Capricorn, so I'm going to have to split the deck, I think. I'll just give it one last burl and see where we end up. Okay. So there's something new that kind of feels exciting with this Wand Princess. We've got Sword for Mercury, Libra. Okay, so you might have felt like you're at a bit of a crossroads, but this feels like it's kind of like, oh, finally it's got something that I can be busy with and be working on. And that's kind of where we've got that industrious energy. And we've got Cup 7 Moon Scorpio, which is also a very busy energy, because this is where this idea is forming. They're looking at a whole heap of different options. There's choices to be made. And so this is something that is going to keep you very busy managing these feelings, these emotions, these options that are coming up. Now, the Moon Scorpio energy is interesting because the moon is all around your home, and it can be around, I'm just kind of getting, for some of you, it's to do with your home, options around your home. But the Wand Princess kind of feels like it's to do more with work and career. So I feel like they're potentially, maybe this is working from home for some of you. With the Sword for Mercury, Libra, maybe you're kind of, and when I say working, like some of you may not be working, so it's just what you do in your day-to-day world. But you may feel like you've kind of been at a bit of a crossroads with where you felt at home, or if you were working at home. We've got the moon again. So I feel like you're kind of looking for something new to kind of occupy you, or to get you inspired at this moment in time. So let's see what else is coming through for you, Capricorn. Let's see what is coming in for Capricorn. Sorry, I just had to get the right energy into the cards. So we've got the Six of Swords here. Okay, so this is, maybe some of you are thinking about traveling, or maybe some of you are thinking of moving. So the Six of Swords does represent move, traveling, or moving on from something. So I think you're wanting to move on from an energy, because the Sword of Four kind of means that you're feeling like you're not sure the direction that something's going in, and something might be feeling a bit like it's, like I said, a crossroads energy. But it's maybe you don't actually have any plans for this in particular at this moment in time. But it's something, for whatever reason, this is part of the situation. So it's kind of strange, because it's like you're thinking about something that you don't have any intention of really doing at this moment, which is kind of interesting. The Ten of Swords. But maybe you are, like, I don't know, like with the Ten of Swords in your mind, you're kind of thinking, how do you put an end to a situation where you're feeling a bit blur? The Four of Pentacles, this is you. Maybe you got some savings, some of you. But yeah, it's like you've kind of got these comfort zones, or you've got this stability, but there's a sense of wanting to move on from it. The Wheel of Fortune, here it is, something shifting and changing. The near future, the Two of Pentacles. So you're kind of juggling energies. Your energy might feel a little bit stretched. This is where you might be doing something on the side, or you're kind of working something new in and trying to work out how that fits into your life. You're presenting as the Two of Swords, so there's a little bit of hesitation and indecision about stepping into this, and that's why I can kind of see you don't necessarily have any plans to be doing this, or you can't see how it can happen at this moment in time. So there's hesitation, even though it's something that potentially this feeling is growing and growing and growing, that it's something you want to be doing. The Nine of Cups, you're looking for fulfillment here, and perhaps there is something around that's actually already quite fulfilling. Why am I not saying everything right at the moment? The King of Wands. Okay, the King of Wands. You're wanting, like, this is the King of Wands is like whatever this wand princess idea is. It's like you want to step into ownership for it, or want it to grow into something that can be like the equivalent of as best as it can be. Like the King of Wands would be the epitome, like the place that the wand princess wants to aim to be at that level. So interesting. Ooh, we got the Six of Wands. So there's success around this. Okay, very interesting. Success. I want to pull one more, and a green light to go ahead. Okay, interesting. And the Ten of Pentacles. So this is going to potentially affect your stability or security, but it actually feels very stable, what it is that you're stepping into. So Ten of Pentacles, there could be more money coming in with this, with the Ten of Pentacles, that there is a sense that, it's related to a legacy of sorts, but it feels like something is that you didn't think was possible is being really supported by the universe in a bigger way than maybe you're even thinking at this moment in time. So it's kind of, wow. This kind of almost comes out of the blue, this energy of success and stability with it, that's something really solid. Because at the moment, like, it's not feeling that way. It's something small, needs to be developed and to grow with the one princess. It's just this idea, or this, maybe you're feeling like you lack experience, or it's something very new. But the Six of Swords crossed by the Magician, we talked about this being like the Six of Swords is the card of wanting to find peace as well within a situation. But through doing this, it's because you're moving. You're traveling over waters, quite literally, or traveling over ideas, traveling and moving beyond a mental state that you might find yourself in with the Sword 4, where you're feeling like you're like we said, at a crossroads. But the Sword 4 can also be where there's lots of information coming in around relationships as well, with Mercury, Libra, and how to organize yourself and organize relationships, organization of other people in your life, perhaps. But it's kind of like, the Sword 4 can represent that there's been something shifted inside your mind. It's almost like there's been a perspective shift or a mindset shift, or you've changed your mind about something. And so in the meantime, it's like you thought you were going to be okay, just plotting, like doing your thing, and then there's something new that's coming in that you're reconsidering. So, yeah, the Six of Swords does represent travel, moving, all these sort of things, moving beyond things. So crossed by the Magician, that's the how. You cross by the how. You don't know how that's going to happen at this moment in time. But in your mind, it's like you can't go back. Something's already ended inside your mind. It's something's already over. You're kind of already done with something. It's almost like you've already made the decision. You've made your mind up, but it's kind of like, I don't understand how this is going to happen or how this is going to work. So, yeah, very interesting with the Ten of Swords. This is kind of like there's no going back from this. And this may be something that you're seeing, or maybe there's like behaviors or something that you need to kind of put a stop to that may not even be related to you. Maybe it's related to someone around you or a partner, because I'm kind of getting this idea of organizing or managing other people as well around you. So it's like you kind of putting a stop to something. And at the base, you've got the Four of Pentacles. So this is very much a sense of, and it may be like you kind of thinking in extremes here with the Ten of Swords is kind of what I'm thinking. It's kind of maybe it's an all or nothing energy, and that's why you're thinking, well, I can't do it. I can't do both. But at the base, we've got the Four of Pentacles, which is, you've had a pretty stable base. You're holding on to something. It's like, what are you holding on to for fear of letting go? So, and the Ten of Swords is very much a major letting go of something in order to make space for this Wand Princess energy to develop. Now, it's not gender specific. It's just that there's something here that wants to kind of inspire you and get you developing and working on it. So, and it can be passion. It can be another relationship as well, or bringing more passion into a relationship. But yeah, you kind of realizing you're needing to get out of a comfort zone here. In the recent past, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So something shifted and changed that sort of precipitated this, where you found yourself at a bit of a crossroads or standstill, or a point where you're wondering where to next. So yeah, it's like something, fate kind of stepped in a little bit with this Wheel of Fortune. And I think that this is going to grow and grow and grow, this feeling of, you're sitting in the center of like the crossroads and not sure which way to go. And this feeling may be expanding, and this sense of not sure of your direction, not sure of the path. It could be feeling a little bit lost. The more it grows and grows and grows if there's inaction around it. So it's like you do need to take action and look at new options, which I see you doing in the near future. And this is kind of where you are juggling energies with the Two of Pentacles. So it's kind of, in order to kind of put an end to something, you need to start something new or develop something new. So I feel like you're managing two different energies at once. So you've got the old and the new, and you're kind of managing people. You're busy. Your energy could be a little bit stretched. But the Two of Pentacles is just about trying to find the balance, especially this is like the element of earth. So, I do feel like there's a lot of multitasking. You've got a lot of balls in the air kind of thing, and it's just trying to find that delicate balance of how to make everything work at this moment in time. So I do feel like you're going to be busy. That's why I kind of got that energy of industrious, busy, wanting to throw yourself into something and happy to be doing this work as well. But you're still, with the Two of Swords, there's still this sense of hesitation. And this is, you can see the blindfold on. It's like your intuition's telling you one thing, but logically you can't see how this is going to work or how it's going to happen. So it's almost like your logical mind is saying one thing, your intuition saying another, and you're kind of caught in this state of inaction or hesitancy. And like I said, the longer you stay in that, the more that feeling of just feeling directionless can grow. So it's kind of interesting. But the energy around you, you've got this Nine of Cups. So this is fulfillment and happiness, things starting to line up. So it's kind of a strange thing between what the cards are saying, there's these good things around you and you're kind of working really, really hard. And so it may be just interesting to check your perception on how you're seeing things at this moment, because there might be some better things or things lining up or opportunities that maybe you're not seeing them like that, or maybe you're not seeing them as good as that potentially they could be. So, but I do feel like you're busy. I feel like there's fulfillment in being busy as well, which is also something that's coming through with the Nine of Cups. Like I said, take or leave anything in this reading. Some of it will resonate and some of it won't. But you're coming in hopes and fears with the Knight, the King. Oh, why do I keep calling it the Knight for whatever reason? The King of Wands. I don't know why I've got the Knight of Wands in my head. And Knight of Wands does mean positive change moving forward, but this is the King of Wands. Okay, so the King of Wands is very much, wanting to take charge of a situation, wanting to kind of grab this with both hands and make the most of this opportunity. And so I actually think if some of you are doing something, you're managing time, you're managing energy, there's all those birds are like quite literally the rainbow birds, like the rainbow lorikeets, like zooming around like there's some kind of rainbow lorikeet race happening at the moment. But anyway, I say that because rainbow lorikeets for me are around creativity. So a lot of this I do think is around being really creative. But like I said, you're managing a lot of time and energy with the juggling, and here they come again. But there's there's just a gang, like a flock of them around. But there's success around this. So whatever it is that you're working really hard at, you're going to get some really, really fabulous results with it here. And you're going to feel really happy with this Ten of Pentacles as well. So the Six of Wands, the Queen of Swords, you might even get some congratulations. You might even get some a pat on the back. But this might even feel like something internal, like I know I've done a good job and it's kind of opened the door and created the green light. It's kind of like, go ahead. It's almost like if you've made a party for someone, there's an event happening, and this is just an example, and you've decorated the room or the hall or the space beautifully. It's magical. And so you're really feeling this sense of pride and accomplishment at what you've done. So it feels successful, but what it is you've opened the door for other people to come in and enjoy this as well, which is really fantastic, because that's kind of what the Ten of Pentacles is about, creating a legacy, and it's about passing on things, passing it on, passing on something that you've created so that other people can enjoy it, or other people can utilize it, other people can use it. So there is this incredible sense of satisfaction that comes through with this, which is really, really fantastic. And it's all because of an idea that you developed, and you've overcome quite a few obstacles, managed time, money, people, and there's or your own time and energy, and there's a very, very successful result here. So there's an open door. So I think there's a sense of creating something that is of value to society, that is value to other people, that is really just it's paying it forward kind of energy that's coming through here. You've put in all this effort and you've put in all these skills and abilities, and now you may have set something up and other people can now utilize it. So fantastic energy to come through for you, Capricorn. So I'm going to pull an affirmation card, and it's kind of like, I do feel like this energy is here a little bit like doubting yourself, or doubting that you can, that something's going to get across the line, but you get there. Now I've lost which that one was that flipped over there. So let's see. Here we have another one. Okay, this is your affirmation card. So it says, I now create a wonderful new job. Okay, fantastic. I am totally open and receptive to a wonderful new position, using my creative talents and abilities, working for and with people I love in a wonderful location, and earning good money. So fantastic. And I love how it says using your creative talents and abilities, because that's what the Wand Princess and the King of Wands is. It is using those abilities. And some of you may be thinking, well, I'm not creative, but we all are, in the way that we can be really creative doing something quite practical, like in an approach to something, even though it's not something like creative you're making. And it could be creative, but it could be more of a creative way of thinking or creative approach. So there's a sense that you're using this fire, this passion that's coming through for good. So we've got the electric guitar as your charm. So this is really where things become electric, where messages get louder and louder and louder, where things like creativity and music can be supercharged, this energy of coming in, like things are amping up, and it's the message and the skills. There could be this sense of anticipation, excitement, nervousness that comes through with this. But it kind of feels like, you've got this power, there's power in the electric guitar. You've got this power and you're using it to kind of, like I said, broadcast a message out for some of you, because the Queen of Swords is definitely communicating something very clearly. Usually this is like an internal communication, but Yeah, I do feel like there's a music for some of you might be, and like I said, I keep getting this event kind of energy. So where there might be actual electric guitars playing, but yeah, this is very much a sense of electrified creativity, electrified effort, and yeah, things just getting louder. The messages are getting louder and louder and louder, and electrifying. So it's exciting. So that's it, Capricorn. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now, where we're going to see where this is going. How did the event go? Or how did this, people are using this now. You've left something behind that's created a bit of a legacy. So let's see how that's all being applied, some of the opportunities around that, where this is all going next. And, we're going to look into the near future and the future beyond, and ask any clarifiers or any other messages or advice that you need around this. But also I feel like there is still a little bit of like there was that juggling of energies coming in, but I feel like let's see what happens with this management energy of having to deal with all these different energies. So let's just see where it's all going in the extended. So that's all in the extended reading. I'd love it if you come over. The link is in the description box below. Usually pin the link to the comments as well. And sometimes I have been doing career, money, love and relationships in the extended. This week I'm getting the message to kind of really focus on this part of the reading and expand this and travel further down, and let's see what we get for this messages that are coming through today for this reading. So that's what's going to be in the extended. So I love it if you come over. I usually pin the link to the comments as well. And if this is where we're leaving each other, Capricorn, this is really fabulous energy. Like, I know I think your last reading was rewards for great work, but it's kind of like it's still going. It's kind of like a snowball effect. So yeah, still enjoying some of these like really but this is more of an inner self-satisfaction that's coming through with it as well. So yeah, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and take care, Capricorn.